Hey YouTube, today I just want to talk about my top 25, my thoughts about the top 25 best games of all time. It's separate than my top 10 favorite games. I mean, there's some crossovers like the first few and some others. But these are the games that I have played, and I believe they are all, in my mind, a 10 out of 10 perfect. Each and every one of these games is a 10 out of 10, and it was sort of hard to order some of them, but I didn't want to take too much time and overthink a lot of it. So, as of 10/30/2022, Crimson J's thoughts of top 25 best well-made games of all time. And I'm not going to talk too much about each game, but I'm considering what I think about the overall fun of it. Like, that's the best part for a wide audience, for classic lovers, even new people that are younger or older, doesn't matter. What I think would be the best game for most people out there, even if it's not, and it's just like one genre, what the best game in that genre is. Um, but I tried putting at least one game from a lot of my favorite series that I know, or that I know, that I think is the best. But anyway, I could just yak all day, but I'll just go down the list. Um, So number one, Super Metroid. Okay, it is the best game of all time for, in my opinion, and it's my favorite, and it's the most fun. It's even for a speed game, it's like the best speed game you could play for a 2D speed game. But yeah, I feel the same about Chrono Trigger as far as being in the RPG world. It's the best RPG I can think of. And then Final Fantasy 7. Some people might think it's overrated. I actually do not think that. But I also put Final Fantasy 6 on the list, so I'll just go one by one. Super Metroid, Super Nintendo, 94, Nintendo. Number 2, Chrono Trigger, Super Nintendo, 95, Squaresoft. Superb. God, I hope I learn. I already know the speed run, but I hope I run it someday. It's just so long. The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I am gonna learn the whole game pretty soon here. Super Nintendo, 1992, Nintendo. Final Fantasy 7, number 4, PS1, 1997, Square. Resident Evil 4, multiple systems, 2005. My favorite horror game, and I think it's the best horror game of all time, besides Silent Hill 2, which is down further. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Take a Link to the Past in a 3D world. It's the most influential game on the N64 besides Mario 64, which is number 8 next. Mario 64. Enough said there. We all know about those two games. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Number 10, Mega Man X. Now I had a few at number 10, and I kind of switched things around a little bit here, but I believe I put Mega Man X in front of New Vegas because just like Super Metroid, how well it's made, how fun it is every time you play it. The music is phenomenal every time. I'm not very good at Mega Man X, but it is in my number 10 for best game of all time. I think it's better than Mega Man 2, which Mega Man 2 is probably number 26. Mega Man 2 is a 10 out of 10 game, but I believe Mega Man X is better. This is all my opinion. 11, Fallout New Vegas. My favorite open world Bethesda game. Skyrim is later in the list, but yeah, I love Fallout games. 12, Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 went up higher for my favorites, but for best game of all time, it is still a 10 out of 10, but I had to put other games farther up. But yeah, 12, Silent Hill 2, multiple systems like PS or PC and PS2. 2001, Konami. 13, Donkey Kong Country 2. Now, I love Donkey Kong Country more, but the best game of all time, I gave it to Donkey Kong Country 2. Diddy's Conquest. Super Nintendo, 1995, Rare. Metroid Zero Mission, Game Boy Advance. The best remake of all time besides Resident Evil. Amazing. 15. I had to put Pokemon Red up here. I love Pokemon, and I had to put Fire Red with Red, so it's like Game Boy Advance. I had to put all together as number 15. I love Pokemon Red. Fire Red. 16. The Elder Scrolls V. I never beat Skyrim, but just like Fallout, I love the open world, how perfect it is, how much freedom you got. It's so fun whenever you get that feels like I feel like playing that kind of game. I usually go to Skyrim or Fallout. I love Skyrim. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is my favorite Metal Gear Solid, and I think it's the best out of all of them. You could argue 1 or 2 or whatever, but 3 is my favorite, and I think is the best. 18, Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, I haven't played 5 as much as 4 or Vice City or 3, but 5 has to be the best in my opinion because it's the latest one. It has the most traction. It's the most popular game for a good reason. And yeah, it's the latest game on my list, 2013. 19, Kingdom Hearts. So many good memories. I love Kingdom Hearts. I love how they put all these Disney characters you grew up with SquareSoft characters, and they just made it phenomenal. Phenomenal. 20, Super Smash Brothers Melee. One of the best games you could have, multiplayer. One of the best systems, GameCube. Great game. 21, Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. One of the best platformers of all time, and it's the best Crash game in my opinion. PlayStation 1, 1998, Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog made it. Kirby Superstar, the best Kirby game you could play. It has many games in one, but don't let that fool you for the quality. It is every game is phenomenal. Now, the Resident Evil remake is one of the best looking games of all time, and it's from 2002, but it holds up today. Great game. I love Resident Evil remake. That's number 23. 24, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Some people out there have never played this still, and there's not too many things you could do with each character, but it has one of the best soundtracks. It's funny. It's so fun to play through every time. The replayability is so high, and it's so fun. I love it to death. It deserves to be on here. 25, I put Mario Kart Double Dash because it's just like Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. It's the best multiplayer Nintendo game, and and I love Mario Kart. And Double Dash was my favorite, and I think it's the best one. So I kind of went through that really quick, but I just wanted to say my top 25 favorite. I did spend time on it. This is my second draft. I put it on my Instagram, and I just wanted to make a YouTube video really quick. If you have any thoughts, concerns, if you want to talk about it, if you want to talk in the comments, let me know. What's your top 25 favorites? This is just my opinion. You know, I'm sure everyone's is different. Maybe some have similarities to me. That you know what I mean. Can't talk. You know that. But anyway, I hope you have a good day. Until next one. All right. Happy season. Hope you have a good day. Have a good weekend. Be safe out there. Have fun with the little